All right, welcome back to all my bullshitters out there. Today we got Efren,
What's up?
myself, what's up, and not Cody.
Woo! No Cody today. He's taking care of some family stuff. Nothing bad. Just family came into town because of the baby. Although we do have an update, there is no baby just yet. But we got our
One
fingers
day.
crossed. Yeah, can't wait. In case Cody and Cassie are listening, which they're not. But we can't wait, guys. We're super excited.
Yeah, we're gonna raise that hell child.
I can't wait to have a small child to corrupt. Anyways, uh, I forgot what we were gonna talk about. Oh yeah, the Rammstein case.
Oh yeah,
So have
yeah,
you
yeah.
heard?
Can you talk about that?
Have you heard about it?
No, I have not. This is new to me.
Okay, so apparently, I think this was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Rammstein was having a concert in Moscow, and the guitarist and the lead singer kissed on stage in protest of Russia's anti-LGBTQ laws.
Oh, are they
So
hardcore about it or what?
yeah, for that kiss for showing it, I was reading that they could get foreigners can get arrested and detained for up to 15 days, and then fined up to $5,000, 5,000 rubles.
Damn, and they
Which
get their
I
ass
mean,
beat in jail.
I think they'd like that.
Ah, shit.
No, but I thought it
Oh
was something
damn.
that was I thought it was something worth bringing up because it's I mean it's one thing to like be an activist in a country where nothing legally bad can happen to you. Not saying it's any easier, but
Yeah, but they
that
they sent
that
some bars
takes
down there.
balls to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes some balls. Not to mention, they posted a picture of it on their Instagram
Fuck yeah.
and posted "We love you, Russia" under it. So
Ah, shit.
yeah, that's badass. There's some bad motherfuckers.
So were the fans mad, or is just Russia themselves, or like the government?
Uh, I think it was just the government. I don't think very many fans were mad. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure there's some. I'm sure there's some people that are gonna be mad. But if you're a fan of Rammstein, then you kind of know they're kind of. That's just kind of the way they are. Like they got, I forget what country it was, um, told to find them because they did simulated sodomy on stage.
whoa.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, they're always doing kind of edgy shit like that, regardless of what it. So if you're a Ramstein fan, then you kind of used to shit like that.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
Damn, last show they ever played in Russia, I guess, huh?
I doubt it. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Probably like a little
Shit blow
band.
shit blows over so fast nowadays. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah. Well, but then again, it is Russia. There are some crazy motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Damn, that's fucking cool though. That's tight.
yeah, I gotta say, there's some bad motherfuckers because as I would not have the balls to do that. Not in Russia, in a foreign country. Because I
I
mean, they're
know it's a
German,
foreign country, dude. It's like
so
that shit
it's a foreign country. It's a communist country. It's you know what I mean. It's it's fucked up.
is different. Now they're gonna get detained for 15 days.
I can't find anywhere that says whether or not they got detained. I've been looking, and nothing really says whether or not they got detained or they got fined or anything. Everything is just celebrating them for doing that. You know what I mean?
It probably
Oh, it happened.
happened, and then they left already, and you know.
Actually, it says it happened on the 20. Oh no, never mind. This is talking about uh, an activist that got killed on the 21st in St. Petersburg.
Doing what?
He was just an activist, and he just got strangled and stabbed to death. They
Oh,
kissed several times on stage during their ongoing European tour, with fans dubbing the pair Pulchard. Their names are Paul and Richard. So Pulchard, nah, not
Paul and
too
Dick, huh?
not too creative, but whatever. But yeah, I can't find anywhere that says anything about them getting detained or fined or anything like that. So
Oh,
hopefully they got out of there okay.
I know.
Yeah. So
You can do it in a different country. Hell yeah.
Well, the thing is that most countries nowadays, they don't really give a fuck. Cause
Yeah, I guess they're getting with the times. I
why
guess.
would you?
Yeah.
Well, not Russia. Russia's still, got
Yeah.
their head in their sand and shit like that.
Yep.
They're just fucking dumb. Anyways, let's talk about something more cheerful. Let's talk about the '90s, which for me is just all nostalgic. What about
Dude,
for you?
nostalgia is fucking. I don't know, dude. This is blown up, I guess. I mean, no shit. And you look on the past, get all excited, but like they're promoting the fuck out of it nowadays. It's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, I think what it is our generation, the I guess quote unquote millennials, '90s babies,
Mhm.
are getting to that point to where we're stable adults, not stable, but we're adults where we have money to spend on shit,
And they'll throw shit out
and
there so they can make money. God damn
yeah,
it. Those
yeah, and
bastards.
they're kind of exploiting nostalgia to make money, which is fine with me. I like all the nostalgia shit. Like with Nintendo, they did the mini SNES console, the mini NES console,
Oh
PlayStation.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, if you look on my shelf right over here, right there is my mini PlayStation.
You
Or my
sucker.
PlayStation Classic.
You're a
So
sucker.
it's whatever. I like my little nostalgia bombs every now and then. It takes you away from reality, and I think that's what a lot of people like about nostalgia.
Oh,
You
and
know,
Stranger Things, like how it's from like the '80s or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's why. One of the things that a lot of people like about it is the nostalgia factor.
Hmm.
I mean, granted, I'm sure there's a lot of an audience that has no nostalgia for the '80s because they weren't born in the '80s, but a lot of the '80s bled into the '90s and everything, and then now it's so popular again that it's just kind of coming back.
I know my parents started watching Stranger Things. They're all about it. I was like, oh, yep. And like all the '80s, and they started like mentioning the wardrobe and shit like that. Like they remember shit like that.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm not a big fan of Stranger Things. I saw a couple of episodes with Alyssa
Hmm.
because she likes it a lot, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't. It never really caught my attention.
Yeah, same thing with Harry
Um,
Potter. It's okay.
oh damn, damn. But anyways, for me, it's kind of a like a double-edged sword because I love the '80s, but I don't love everything about it. You know what I mean?
The only thing I like about the '80s was the racism. What?
I was about to say there was no racism in the '80s, but yeah, there's still racism, so
Yeah,
can't really say that. Yeah.
yeah. I
Hey,
can't think about the '80s.
at least it's not like the '50s and the '60s where it was real bad.
What? Everybody
I
got their own
think.
water fountains. It was dope.
Wow, everybody got their own water fountains. You realize that neither you or I would be able to enjoy the luxuries we have now, right?
We were neither colored or white. We were just or black, I guess.
No, we were considered colored.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let us drink there.
Mexicans and Asians
We weren't allowed
were
across the border, dude.
were lesser,
Yeah, I know. Oh, there's a puddle over there. Your people can drink from that. You're
right?
used to it anyways, right?
Here, there's fucking
Yes, but still.
here's a smallpox blanket.
I
Enjoy.
know.
Oh wait, that's different era. They did that to the Indians, but still, racism was fucked up.
Yeah, but racism built this foundation.
Built
Now
the
look at us.
foundation. You mean
Now look at us.
It was the
It
foundation.
was the foundation. Now we're all here.
Now they want to kick us out again. They said, "Thanks for building a country. Get the fuck out."
Too bad, bitch. I was born here. Suck my dick.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'm an American. All right, you fucking non-American aliens.
You know,
51.
I've been asked that before.
What?
I've been. Where are you from? And I have a part of my family is from here in Texas. Like we were always from Texas.
Oh, I hate those
And
questions. It's like fucking
we're-
racist.
It's one of those. Where are you from? Texas? No. Where was your family from? Texas?
I know,
No,
like
no. You don't understand what I'm saying. Where was your family originally from? Texas.
No, asshole. Why don't you just ask? Hey, what race are you? Oh, I'll let you know.
Well,
Fucking
no,
dick.
that's not even the point. They were just trying to figure out like what part of Mexico my family's from, and then they're not smart enough to realize that Texas was originally part of Mexico.
Oh, I get you. I get
You
what you're
know,
coming from. Okay.
so they're just like, no, that doesn't make sense to me. You're Mexican. We don't have Mexicans over here. You dumb motherfucker. This was Mexico first. This is Mexico a long time before it was the United States, and before that, I think it was the Mayan or the. It was one of the Indian civilizations, ancient Indian civilizations. So technically, most Mexicans are Native American too. And that throws a lot of people off because Native American, they think of, like the Cherokees, all that stuff, that kind of Indian, But Native American just means any original race that is native to the Americas.
Yes, Native Americans. It's in
You're
the
dumb.
title, guys.
You're dumb. But anyways, let's get back to nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
Because I wanted to talk about like how nostalgia is like creeped its head up over the last couple of years. Specifically, like we were talking about, like the PlayStation console is behind me. All the little things, the fact that you can go out and buy 90s specific stuff, like
movies and shit like that, dude.
yeah, like it's all super super popular again.
Yeah, like there's a box set of this movie and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude?
So my question is to you is, how long do you think it'll stay like that?
Until the 2000 kids start becoming adults. They'll just transition to that. You can't dude.
But do you think then the nostalgia will kick into them? Like they'll start doing like early 2000 stuff?
I mean, I want to say yes, because then there's like more shit that can become nostalgic. Like, I don't know, the Razor flip phone or some dumb shit like that.
Well, they're already trying to redo that. The Razor.
Oh,
flip
no
phone.
shit.
Yeah, they're already trying to. You know how they have those flexible screens now, like with the Samsung Galaxy Fold.
Oh yeah, I wanted that, but no.
Okay, I saw one where it was basically like the Motorola Razor, and on the outside it had a little screen, buttons like it normally did, and then you opened it up, and the whole thing, like the whole long flip part of it, turned into one long screen.
What the hell's that's weird, dude?
So it was like a modern flip phone, just thinner, and
nothing can be as thin as the Razor, dude. Are you kidding me? You saw those commercials, dude?
The original Razor.
Yeah,
I actually
concrete wall and shit.
I never actually had the original Razor. I did, however, have the Razor 2.
Oh, so you had an extra thin phone. Oh, wow.
It wasn't even thinner. It was just as thin, but it just had more features. Like the screen on the outside you could play music with it and shit like that.
Oh.
But that phone never got as popular. Although I will say it was really a nice phone.
Like I dropped that a bunch of times. Fine, totally fine.
Actually, yeah, and I never had a case on it. Don't you remember those days?
No. Yeah,
you
dude.
Remember those days? Where like nowadays you have to have like a big old heavy duty case and a glass screen protector on your phone, and
you can just switch out the fucking outside of it, and then that's a case.
Right? Oh, I remember that. I remember when you would go to like those little kiosks in the mall, and they had all of the shell replacements for for like the Nokia phones.
That was the shit, dude.
Oh, yeah, man. And then they had like the buttons that would light up different colors and shit. Yep. Oh, I always wanted those so much, but they never bought. I always had like just the regular, like that bluish purple color.
Yeah.
Phone, and that's it. I never got anything special after that.
Dude, my first phone was the Nokia with the green screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that for a while, and then all of a sudden, we got a colored one, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's in color!" I was flipping shit.
Damn. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Good days.
Mine was always in color. My first phone was actually a flip phone. It was a Nokia, and I remember it had a camera on it. It was right when the cameras first started coming out.
Oh shit! Then you're rich, huh?
It was a 2-megapixel camera on this fucking Nokia flip phone, dude.
Minecraft style.
The worst pictures in the world. I mean. Like
at the time, it was like the dopest thing ever. Like no one gave a shit about quality.
Everybody would have like pictures of their friends on their background or pictures, and you couldn't tell who the fuck it was, but you were like, oh yeah, that's those are my homies and shit like that, taking pictures of fucking.
And that's what we're used to. Like nowadays, it's like you look back and you're like, what the fuck? How was that quality back then? You know what I mean? I can't see all the hairs on my body. That's not quality. You know?
I can't see just how ugly I actually am.
I know.
What the hell?
You can't get
Yeah.
used to the old shit now. It's like, oh, it looks terrible. We're getting spoiled.
Okay, like, well, so like when it comes to like old quality and stuff, I'm into retro gaming and things like that. We're
Yeah.
trying to take like old composite and put it on HD. It's as soon as you put on an HD TV, you're like, God, how did I play this for hours? It looks like garbage.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's not even like, oh, it's pixels and shit like that. No, that's fine. It's just the fact that it looked so blurry, and
Yeah.
like, and then the controls were so bad. Yeah, it was. It's hard for me. Like N64 specifically, it's one of my favorite consoles. It is so hard to go back and play some of those games because I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh
It hurts.
shit!
Yeah. It hurts, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta get an old ass TV to play it on and shit.
Yeah, and then
Era
know.
specific.
I don't know how many people still have old tube style TVs in their house, but yeah.
Oh fuck! Yes, sir. It was like the other day. I saw one. It was a 55-inch tube TV. Some dude was selling for $2,000. I was like, why the fuck? I'm not trying to lift that motherfucker. I think it's heavier than shit.
He was selling it for $2,000.
Yeah, I was like, who's gonna buy that? That was an outrageous price.
Yeah,
It's like $100. That's like pushing it.
actually, I think I saw a story about something like that, or I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like an older lady, like an older couple, and she was trying to sell something on Facebook Marketplace, and it was like an old projection TV, right? The old, it was like right when HD first started coming out. It could do like 720p, but it was still technically like a tube style, but it would project it would project it onto the screen, so it had that weird
like little fucking mesh shit.
back. Yeah, that where you like ran your fingers over it and made that exactly. Yeah. So she was trying to sell that, and she said was like $1,200 brand new. We'll sell for like $500, and everyone was like, nobody wants that shit. $500. You're lucky if somebody will pay you. You could pay somebody to take that thing away. Shit like
I know,
that.
for real, dude.
Yeah.
Just throw it away.
Put it on your curb. The Mexicans will come pick it up.
Guaranteed.
But
fuck, dude, I remember lifting those fucking stupid ass TVs. It was a more awkward fucking. The weight they distributed the weight terribly on that.
Yep. And then they were like, they had a bunch of electronics in them. They were like super, super dense. So it may only be, maybe 15 inches deep or whatever, but the thing weighed like 60 pounds.
Easy, yeah.
I remember when my mom bought our first, you could call it a big screen TV. It was like a 30-something inch fucking TV.
I know, bro.
And that's back when it was a 4:3 aspect ratio, so it was still square. So
yeah.
So it was a pretty decent sized TV. And I remember we went to pick it up, and they had handles built into the side of it because the motherfucker was so heavy. And
smart. That's smart.
Yeah, when we picked it up, it sat on our living room floor for like a month or two because we couldn't lift it up. So we had to wait for my Uncle Junior to come to our house to help me lift it up into our entertainment center. It was so fucking heavy.
I remember those days. Yep.
Yeah.
Or when they were fucking made out of glass, the screens. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Or when you would turn them on, then you'd hear that loud buzz, and then you put your hand across the screen and you could feel the static electricity.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember I used to try to catch it at my grandma's house. I would rub my hand all over the front of the screen, right? Mm-hmm. And then I would go and I would touch somebody. It would shock them. Yeah.
Give me your energy. Ah!
Oh man. Those old TVs were something special, but we used to use them. I mean, I grew up using those TVs. I think I had one of those in my room till shit. I had one of those in my room all the way through high school.
Yeah,
all the way through high school.
As big as probably my laptop. Literally, the screen was like fucking like this, dude. And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! I can see everything." I was like hella close to it, shit.
Yeah. I remember we had back when I was in high school, we used to watch all the WWE wrestling events and stuff,
Ooh.
like yeah, we would have big parties. Like big parties. There was like
or WWF
15, 20 of us. Actually, it was WWE when I started watching. I never watched when it was WWF.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not that cool. Cool.
You fucking loser.
I remember we had a party one time at one of my friend's house, and he only had one TV that was working at his house, and I shit you not, it was like a 15-inch fucking, like, it was almost like a portable TV. It was tiny, dude.
Oh
And
shit, one of those.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't actually a portable TV, but it was fucking itty bitty, this TV.
Mhm.
Well, all showed up at his house and everything. He had it set up. 15 people watching this little itty bitty fucking screen. Had a blast.
Yeah, when you're a fan, you're a
fucking
fan.
Blast. Oh yeah, yeah.
I've had this one where it was a small TV screen, probably like this big,
Mm-hmm.
on this giant thing that had a VCR built into it. Dope. Dopest thing ever. I made a tent. I put that bitch in there. And I was watching my Ronald McDonald tapes. Like through them. Yeah.
I only ever got one of those Ronald McDonald tapes, and it was they had to go away onto this island and help some little creatures and shit. And they had what was the big purple one's name?
Grimace.
They had the Hamburglar, Ronald McDonald, and somebody else. I think I still have it somewhere in my
they went on their
with all
little
my
fucking
VHS.
spaceship or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Transport.
Yeah. Those were weird. That was back when McDonald's used to give cool ass toys.
Yeah, they used to give out fucking mixtapes, dude. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I remember it had all them weird songs on it and shit. They were just culty songs. Come back and eat our fucking McDonald's. Blah blah. Kind of weird.
Back
shit.
in the day when the toys could have killed you from poisoning.
Right? They were fucking painted with lead fucking.
Lead and asbestos. The paint never went away.
God damn.
The kids did. Burn.
Right? Back in the day, parents didn't give a shit about their kids playing with toys painted with lead paint, but nowadays, you can't fucking vaccinate your kids to keep them alive because they'll get fucking downs or whatever.
It's okay. It's fine. Natural selection.
Fucking people are dumb. Anyways, let's go back to Happy. I remember. So what's your fondest memory from when you were a kid?
I don't need too many, dude.
Okay, so like let's say with like video games.
Video games, okay. PlayStation 1. Game Shark. My dad's homie would come with a fucking box full of games. Like, pick 5. Okay. Have all these bootleg ass games. They were real ones, like real copies of them. Playing the fuck out of that. That's what I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was doing couch co-op with one of my friends, who he was an only child, and his parents would buy him
everything,
just about anything he wanted. And he had a N64 with Mario Kart, and he had Mario Kart and Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye and Mario Party. Dude, I remember we used to have sleepovers at his house, and we'd fucking play N64 all fucking night, dude. Yeah. And there would be like 4 or 5 of us, and we would sit there and play all sorts of games all fucking night. We'd go to sleep at like 2-3 in the morning, and then they would wake us up. And I remember every time we would always have Papa John's pizza. Every time we'd stay over, we'd have Papa John's pizza, and then we'd get up in the morning, and his dad would make us pizza eggs.
Pizza eggs?
Hell yeah! Have you never had pizza eggs?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, so you take leftover pizza, and you cut it up into like little cubes, right? Mm-hmm. Then you kind of warm it up on the stove and kind of fry up the little cubes until the cheese gets just ooey gooey, right? And then you take eggs, you fry 2 eggs, and you put them on top of like this mixture, and then you cover it all in cheese, so it kind of becomes like a cheesy pizza with 2 eggs on top.
Oh shit!
It's fucking dope.
Oh shit! Now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, pizza! Oh my god!
Do you remember?
Back then, when Papa John's pizza sucked, dude. Their fucking crust was just bread.
Papa John's. Back in the day, I used to think Papa John's was the shit.
Oh.
Cause I don't know. I used to think that they put extra cheese because they always had cheese on top of the toppings instead of underneath. So I was
like, I get you. Yeah.
You get the most cheese for whatever, blah blah blah. You know, fucking dumbass kid. Now I love Pizza Hut stuffed crust. That's my shit right there. That's my jam. I love the Papa John's stuffed crust. Or the Pizza Hut stuffed crust, not the Papa John's. Papa John's is kind of trash now. But back in the day, I used to think it was badass.
Yo, look at all this fucking cheese, man.
Yep, that was me.
Holy shit. You can't even see the ingredients.
Oh, man. Did you ever have Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos?
Or...
That's a kangaroo, huh?
I think so. I think Dunkaroos was a kangaroo. But it was basically cookies with frosting to dip them in.
I don't think I've had that.
No. I remember those were real popular. Let's see, what else did we used to eat a lot of? Fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot.
Fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups, hell yeah.
We ate the shit out of those Gushers.
Remember when the fruit roll-ups had shapes in them? Like you just peel them out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would unroll the whole thing until it was flat because it was a little square, and then you'd peel out the little animals. But they never came out. They always came out all fucking stretched out.
Yeah, or you rip it and you're like, fuck!
I don't think I ever got one to come out clean.
Yeah, I know.
It was always just like...
It wasn't even like sliced. It was just like a mold pressed it and that's it.
Right? Yeah. But I remember that was like super sugar.
Oh,
you know, like
sugar and water, and that's it.
Yeah, with a little bit of food coloring in it to give you the illusion of flavor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I remember sometimes some people would like tear it apart and then wrap it around their fingers so they had like a long nail, and then they would just pull it off like that and eat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they used to do that a lot. Like the girls would do that a lot in my school, and then
there's a kid that would unwrap it and then put in a ball and eat it, and it would piss me off for some reason. You're not doing it right. What's wrong with you?
I remember, so the way that I would eat the fruit by the foot, because it was 3 feet of this fucking gummy shit. I would take a bite and then I would pull the wax paper off, and then I would sit there and I would just like the whole thing would be hanging out of my mouth, just sitting there, and I'd be playing video games or watching TV or something, and I would just pull the wax paper down when I wanted to eat some more.
Oh yeah, yep, that's the technique.
Yep. I remember that. Gushers. I remember I would try to rip them open and then drink the juice and then eat because I wanted to know if the juice tasted different.
Weird, huh?
I wanted to know if the juice tasted different from the gummy. Yep. Capri Suns. Did you ever? Was that something that you had at your house?
Yeah, Capri Suns, and then there's also these drinks called Mondos from the Dollar Tree. Yes, they're dank. If anybody knows Mondos, you're the real ones.
I've never heard of Mondos.
And they're kind of like you know those little plastic Kool-Aid little fucking containers. You know,
yeah.
Just like that, just a different brand.
Oh, okay.
I like those ones better than Kool-Aid. I don't know, it's just me. But they're from Dollar Store, so they're cheaper. They still have them till this day.
Really?
Dang, the ones are good.
I never got the Kool-Aid ones. Like, I mean, every now and then when I went over to a friend's house, but my mom
that's the only time I've had them when I went to someone else's house. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom never would like buy them or anything. Same with like what are they, the bagel bites? You remember those? Those were the shit. I used to think the bagel bites were the shit, but I never had them in my house.
How'd you get them cooked in the microwave?
Yeah.
Oh God, heathens.
Why? Oh, because the bagel gets all chewy and shit?
Yeah, motherfucker, put in the goddamn... I want quality. I'll wait for the oven to warm up, throw that bitch in there. Woo, nice and toasty. I mean, they did a little tray that made it, I guess, crispy. And you put in the microwave, some weird shit now.
But it's not the same.
No.
I haven't had them as an adult. I keep seeing them at the store, and I'm like, maybe, but...
We did the camping, or well, it's kind of like camping, but when we do the annual meetup, get some bagel bites going. Ooh.
We do some bagel bites and some pizza rolls.
I know.
Hell yeah.
Damn, pizza rolls, you just grab a shit ton of it and then throw it in the bowl and you cook it.
That shit's fucking expensive. Like the Tostino's pizza roll, you get like 20 rolls for $4 or some stupid shit like that. I mean,
what brand was that? There's this brand of like a single pizzas that I used to get. They were like 89 cents a piece, and I would just fucking throw them in the oven or the microwave. That's what I'd live off of forever.
I used to eat those in Phoenix, the dollar store ones. We used to have a Dollar Tree by my old place.
That called life.
Yeah, and I used to eat the dollar, like I think they weren't Red Baron, they were like a knockoff of the Red Baron because they had like the red and the black on the box and shit.
Oh, it's not like a C?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
I
they're
think I know what you're talking about.
real shitty kind of, and you could tell that like they were like super freezer burn because they've been in there for fucking years
Yeah,
and
ever.
shit. Yeah, I used to get those, and I would eat them at lunch every day at work because they were just super cheap. Or they also have these like they were like TV dinners, but they were in like this green box. They're usually always at the dollar store. They're always like 89 cents wherever
Uh-huh.
you go. They're super cheap, and they have stuff like they have like teriyaki chicken. They have some noodle ones, a bunch of different. I used to get two of them, and that was my lunch every day at
Yeah.
work for fucking years, dude. Because I remember, and then I would come home from dinner and I would make ramen. That's what
Yep.
I would eat.
Living that
Ramen.
broke life.
Hell yeah, dude. If I go back to the way I used to eat when I was at college, fuck me. I would save a lot of money, but fuck, that was like horrifying. Because I used to think I was like, oh, I'm gonna make some good ramen tonight, right? And I would buy canned like corn, canned green beans, and then I would take them and I'd put them in the pot. I'd mix them up so they got warmed up, and then I would put the seasoning powder in there and mix them up so they got flavor, and then I would cook the noodles, drain the noodles, put them in there, mix it all together, and I would be like, oh man, this is the shit. It's so fucking good. I can eat this every day, all the time. Well, once I graduated UTI and I started making some money, one day I was like, man, I want some of that good ass ramen I used to make. I fucking made it. I threw that whole shit in the garbage. It was disgusting. It's fucking gross.
Back in the day, it was amazing. Now it's just like, what the fuck? Because you've had better.
When you eat like shit, you're like, oh yeah, this is fucking dope.
Mm.
I eat that out of necessity. It's
I
amazing
know.
how people adapt. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to eat the ramen all the time, and then eggs. I don't know why, but my roommates and I always had a fuckload of eggs at the house. We'd buy like the 60 count from fucking Costco.
The two-layered one, the fucking
Yeah.
two-story egg.
Yeah, it's got like so I would make fucking, scrambled eggs, fucking over easy eggs.
Used to do that in rice every day for breakfast.
We did rice for a while. We used to do rice, and then I would always put a egg in my ramen whenever I would eat it to be fancy.
Ooh, oh damn! I know you hella fancy,
Right? Making that ramen, man, boy.
boy.
But do you remember the taco truck that was outside of UTI all the time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I made a deal with the ladies. I would prepay for my burritos for the week because it was $15, and I would get one burrito for breakfast every single day.
For 50, you get fucking 5 burritos for $15.
Yeah, because her
Yeah.
burritos were $3.50 a piece.
You got a little
$3.50
deal.
a piece. So I told her, I was like, if I pay the $15 now, can I get a burrito every day? And she was like, yeah, sure. That sounds like a good, that sounds fair. So on Monday, I would give her $15 and I would grab a burrito. And every morning on my way into school when I was running late, I would grab a burrito and run into school. I did that for a while.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's tight. What the fuck? Thanks for telling me, Dick.
I'm pretty sure I told you at some point.
I don't know. No, you didn't, because I would remember, because I remember everything.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Yeah, but I remember I would do that, and then I remember for a while she also made breakfast bowls. She would take all of her leftover shit. She would take like hash browns, sausage. What else? Hash brown, sausage, gravy, and I think a biscuit. And then she would put 2 fried eggs on top of it, and she'd put it in a bowl. Do you remember that?
Damn, no. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, dude. And you'd mix it up together. Oh, fuck yeah. I remember that little Mexican lady that she had working for her, because it was a white lady that owned the truck, but she had a little Mexican lady doing the cooking. God damn. I would go and I would talk to her in Spanish, and she'd load up them fucking burritos some days. She'd make them big and fat.
Oh, she wanted you. Oh, little mijo.
Yeah. I remember those are good days. Back when life was simple. Back when life was simple and we'd just hang out after school every day.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
No responsibilities. No real responsibilities other than having to go to work and pay rent. Do you know how much I was paying rent in Phoenix when I lived with 3 roommates? And I thought this was expensive. I was like, man, I don't know if I can afford this. $250 a month.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no. That's how much I pay for my electricity, dude.
You saw my little place, right? the little 2-bedroom place that we were living in.
Yeah.
I think you saw it. It was probably like 300 or 400 square feet. There was 3 of us living in there in a 2-bedroom. Yeah.
Was it you that had someone living in the closet, or that was someone else?
No, we didn't have anybody living in the closet. We had somebody living in the living room. We had.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember that.
He lived in the living room. I had a room, and the other guy had a room. And then when we upgraded, we got a 3-bedroom with another roommate because we couldn't afford it on our own. We got a 3-bedroom with all utilities included, and
was this collegiate housing?
No, we never did that. I never did that. This was I moved to Phoenix with some friends from El Paso.
Okay, yeah, because that shit was dumb, dude. Everybody hated it.
Yeah, I remember everybody was like, "Man, I'm paying $600 a month, and I got 4 roommates and shit like that in a 2-bedroom apartment."
Yeah, they're making a killing, dude.
Hell yeah, because they were probably getting charged like $1,000 a month for the apartment, and they were charging kids like $500-$600.
Yep.
I'm like, you realize if you like a roommate, you guys could go and get this whole apartment for yourselves for probably half of what you're paying.
Yeah, 4 other niggas living there. What the fuck, dude? Every time I went to someone's place, this shit was always fucking packed. Bunch of messy ass motherfuckers, dude.
Oh yeah, nobody ever cleaned because I don't clean up after him. I don't clean up after him. Bitch, just fucking put your shit away. And then and then there was always like, because everybody had friends over, so there was always like 50 people in their fucking houses.
Yeah.
I hated going over to, like, people that lived in collegiate housing. I used to hate going over to their places because there was always just too many people there.
And then there's always someone in a UTI shirt. No matter what time of day, someone has a UTI shirt.
Right? It's like, do you not own any other clothes? And it was always the same one. It wasn't like the nice one. It was always the T-shirt that said UTI on the front. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Yeah. Always. And then everybody with their fucking work boots on.
Yep.
Yep.
Other days.
Yeah. Yep.
God damn it. Now we're fucking adults. I'm a grown up.
So, well, Jar, you're a little bit older than me. What year did you graduate?
College or high school?
High school.
2008.
Ooh.
Oh, 8's so great. That's what they said.
So 11 years, huh? Since you graduated?
You? 2012?
2010.
2010?
Yeah, so it's 9 years since I graduated high school. It's weird to think that next year will be 10 years since I graduated high school.
Oh, go to your fucking 10 year. I didn't go to mine because I was here. That's in Vegas. I should have went just to show everybody how shitty I am.
I don't even know if I'm going to go to my 10-year high school reunion. I don't even know if we're going to have one.
No. I didn't either, but then we did, and I was like, should I go? Should have went just to experience it, you know, because it's something you never do again. You know what I mean? Just to miss out on the experience.
I want to go to see how everybody's, you know, like, okay, so I've said this before. One of the reasons I'm on Facebook still is because I like seeing how, this sounds shitty, but I like seeing how I'm doing in my life compared to other people that I went to high school with. You know what I mean?
Everybody has kids and they're working out. I'm like, damn it, dude.
Well, no, there's a lot of people, like, in my school, there's a lot of people that are working, like, shitty dead-end jobs, and they've got, like, 12 fucking, you know, crumb snatchers running around and shit.
Old crumb snatchers.
Little crotch goblins running around. They got, like, fucking 10 or 12 of them, which that's fine if that's what you want to do. I don't care. You know, it's just not for me.
Like, from back in the day, like, oh, shit, they're actually dating, like, 2 people from high school.
Oh, dude. That's, this dude that I know, he went into the military, and he married, and he's still with this same chick from high school. And that's a couple of people. I know, like, 6 or 7 people.
And she didn't bang anybody else? That's rare, dude.
I'm pretty sure she did, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, but the ones that get me are the people that used to make fun of me for being fat in high school are fucking humongous now. Like,
how the tables have turned.
Like Oompa Loompa status. You know what I mean? Like,
oh,
goddamn. Like, you just fucking let yourself go. You don't even give a fuck. And then there's the ones that are doing way better than you, and you're just like, I don't like you no more.
Unfriend.
Well, like, there's one guy I went to high school with who just graduated from West Point.
Mm-hmm.
And then another guy I went to high school with who's currently going to Stanford. You know?
Damn.
So it's like you look at their profile and you're like, damn, I need to step up my game. But
Mhm.
I will say sometimes it works out better in the long run because when I was fresh out of high school, I saw everybody posting pictures of loving that college life. You know, blah, they all moved away for college. So I was like, well, fuck, I'm stuck here in El Paso. I need to move away for college too and find something. And that's one of the reasons I went to UTI because it was in Phoenix. And I was like, I need to move away and do, move away and do my thing.
Mhm.
And that's what I did, you know.
So you
I,
plan for this and everything?
kind of. I decided I wanted to leave El Paso to experience more of the world. And now I live in Dallas and I got a good job. And I think it worked out kind of in a good way. You know what I mean? Because if I wouldn't have had that like motivation, like I need to get the fuck out of here, then I'd probably still be in El Paso.
No, I
You
get
know,
you.
going to school at UTEP, fucking 10 years later, still trying to get my degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd be doing.
I don't know. When I went to UTI, one of my friends, he went there. Oh yeah, it's pretty tight. He ended up not doing anything and graduated. He probably left like after like 3 months or something like that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh sweet, I'll apply there. I applied. The dude called me. I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to school. I just left and went there. Like I didn't plan it. I was just like, oh, I got accepted to some school, so I'm gonna go there.
And look at you now.
I know, still an idiot.
Hey, but an idiot making money.
I know, hell yeah, dude. So I'm like,
So
yes.
I mean, it all has its perks. Like, I mean, I got a good job. I make decent money. I live in a big city. Lots of people. I met
I
my
know, so
girlfriend
it
here.
works out for the best, dude.
Yeah. So I'm glad.
It takes time.
A lot of people talk about, oh, it's just a trade school, but UTI it changed. I mean, it turned my life around 100%. It made it
There's,
way better than it would have been
there's a lot
otherwise.
of people that give UTI a bad name because they get out there, they think they know everything, and they don't know shit.
Speaking of UTI kids that think they know everything, two of the people that we hired from UTI, they're like that. You can't tell them. You can't tell them fucking
Fucking
anything.
annoying, dude. Just fucking, you don't know everything. Chill out.
I just
I just,
stopped. I
yeah, you
stopped
just
trying
stop,
to.
huh?
Yeah, I just. One day I saw him. He was struggling to put a caliper on
Mhm.
because he didn't realize he had to push the caliper piston in. So I saw him, and he was struggling. I was like, well, if I tell him, he's not gonna believe me. So I just walked away. 2 hours later, he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, you got a second? I can't get this caliper on." And I go and I look,
Two
and I'm like,
hours?
"Yeah,
Nigga.
dude, he struggled with it for like 2 hours." And I went over there and I looked and I go, "You need to push the piston in." Well, how do I do that? Well, you take a caliper piston tool and you push it in, but make sure you take the cap off the master cylinder. Oh, okay. And I walked away, and then like 45 minutes later, he comes and he finds me and he's like, "What's a caliper piston tool?" Really? Really? I was like, whatever.
Just sit in the car, step on the brakes, and hold them there, and then you can do it. It's fine.
Just step on them. Just step on them until they go to the floor. Pump them until they go to the floor.
Oh shit.
But yeah, the, there's a lot of kids out there like that go to UTI. But then there was another guy, my first helper. He was a sharp kid. He was going to UTI, still going to UTI, and after 6 months of working with me, he was already pulling fuel pumps. He was doing like hard fuel pumps on like diesels. He was doing turbos with me. He was doing all sorts of crazy shit with me, and I trusted what he was doing. I could literally just go to him and be like, "Hey, pull this. I'm doing a turbo on this. Go ahead and start pulling it apart." And then I would go and diagnose something else, come back, and he'd be halfway through, and then I could finish up with him. Finish helping him out.
Nice.
So, you know,
Oh,
they're not all like that.
dude, at my work, there was two guys that went to UTI. They took Ford Fact, and they think they're
Uh-huh.
godsends. And I was like, God damn, Ford Factors. I don't think that like they know everything. Like they're better than everybody. Just know like really cocky,
Yeah.
and they suck. I was like, shut the fuck up. No one cares.
Yeah. I never understood that whole I know it all kind of thing.
I know.
Because if there's anything I've learned about working on cars is no matter how long you've been doing this,
You don't know any that much.
something's gonna come back and slap you in the face with its dick.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like, "Fuck you."
You've been in the game for 45 years. There's always new shit that comes up nowadays, and shit like that. People are stubborn; they don't want to learn nothing new.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get back to nostalgia. The 90s. Woo. Do you remember the TV shows in the 90s? Specifically the MTV stuff?
You mean just music videos?
Oh man. I remember when I legitimately, I know this is gonna make me sound old, but I remember when MTV had up music videos on in the mornings. You know, you'd wake up, put on MTV, and you'd get dressed to music because they had music videos on.
Exactly.
I remember. Yeah.
Oh, fucking a couple days ago, I saw some MTV. Was it? Shh! Hey, come here. MTV was doing some countdown, some music videos, top music videos, and bullshit like that. They only played like the first like 10 or 15 seconds of it or some shit. And I was like, what? They showed the music video and everything, but like only like 10 seconds of it.
What?
That was the top number 3 right here. If you come back after the commercial, I'll show you the next 2. Blah, blah, that bullshit. I'm just like, I didn't even fuck. I gotta go to YouTube to watch a regular video. You know?
Right.
What dumb shit is this?
I hate that. I don't even watch regular TV anymore, dude. All my stuff is on streaming. Yeah. But I wish they would put the old MTV shows like Next. Do you remember that show?
Oh shit, a bunch of douchebags.
Next or what, Parental Control? Did you ever watch that one?
Oh shit, that's so old.
Yeah, Parental Control was good. Or I remember I used to watch a lot of Road Rules. Yep. And what was the other one? It was Road Rules and something else. The one where they lived in the house together. Real World.
Real World. Oh shit, that was like a fucking hot thing, dude.
I remember I used to watch Real World Denver a lot. That's the one I watched a lot. And I was always like, man, they live in a fucking nice ass house. That'd be dope. Big ass fucking house. Yeah. And then what was the other show that I watched a lot? I remember when the MTV Spring Break was on. That show was fucking dope. Okay. That week was always badass. The Spring Break.
There's bees like thousands of people there and shit.
Yeah. And I can't remember what it was called, but it was the one. It was on in the afternoons, and it was the show. They're like up in a skyscraper in Times Square in New York City, and they had like an audience, and they would talk about music and do like different challenges and shit. I forget what it was called, and it's gonna piss me off. I would watch that when I would get home from school, and then I would mix it up with some Nickelodeon.
The transition.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm not even joking. I would watch stuff on MTV and on Nickelodeon at the same time. I would go back and forth during commercials. You remember when you would do that?
Yeah.
You'd pick two shows
real quick, and you're like, oh, but then you get into something, you're like, oh, I forgot about my other show. You have to go back and start already. Like, oh, what did I miss?
Yeah, what I miss? Ah, fuck! Now I can't watch it. I gotta find something else to watch with this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I remember back in those days when you used to get home. I used to get home at like 4:00 and watch just, you know, cartoons until my mom would pick me up from work and shit after work. Good old days. The good old days.
Yep. We're gonna play shit.
But yet I always had money. When I was in high school, dude, I got an allowance of $15 a week, and that was to cover whatever I wanted to do plus lunch, right?
I would get $5 a day for lunch.
What? That's crazy money.
Hell yeah, dude! I was fucking balling. $25 a week. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, "Hey, you want a chicken sandwich? I got you, bro."
Actually, after I think it was my sophomore year, my mom gave me $25 a week. My freshman year, I got 15. My sophomore year, I got 25, and then I got a job my junior year. Or towards the end of my sophomore year, I got a job, so then I didn't get any allowance anymore. But she gave me $25 a week for a while. But I remember when I had 15, dude, I always had money in my pocket. Always, every single day, I had a couple bucks in my pocket.
If you think about it, like back then, like damn, we're loaded. Nowadays, it's like, oh, $2. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know. Now I get fucking. Now I have. I make literally a couple $1,000s a week. Yeah. I mean, every other week, and.
Oh, you get paid every 2 weeks?
Yeah, I get paid every 2 weeks.
Sucker, I get that every week.
Yeah, I miss getting it every week. When I worked at the dealership, I got paid every week. I miss that so much. Dude. But now I get paid bi-weekly. The nice thing is my checks are a lot fatter.
I'll get like $2,000, huh?
A little more.
Yeah, and I'll get like at least $1,000 every week. I'm just like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, it's nice. It's just. I miss when I was a kid and I didn't have to pay any real bills, so the only thing I had to spend
Like
money
that
on
money was yours. Every single penny was yours.
yeah, the only thing I had to spend the money on was food, and somehow I always had money to go out and eat and buy shit and go to fucking buy that dollar ticket to go to the football game and shit like that. Now, fuck no, I don't have money to do shit.
I know for like fucking school events, you gotta pay like $15 to go see your kid play a game. Like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
Is it really that expensive now?
Probably. Or like $8 or some dumb shit.
That's fucking dumb. That's just extortion to go see your kid do their extracurricular activity, which you already paid money for.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
It's to raise for the field trip. Field trip, bitch.
Right.
I'll drop my kid down there. The fuck?
We ain't going nowhere. But anyways, I think that's a good place to end it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about, or is that it?
We can talk forever about nostalgia. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, well, that might be a good place.
We can do chapter 2 or some shit, or if anybody wants to let us know what they think about their era of growing up, let us know in
80s,
the
90s,
comments. Yep.
Whatever. It don't matter.
Maybe we'll bring it up in the next episode.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining us this week for our bullshit. Join us again next week for some more bullshit. Don't forget to follow us on Instajams, Facebook, YouTubes, and the Twatter. Hit that subscribe button down if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to us on one of our streaming services, I'm sorry we've been a little delayed with uploading. We just keep reaching our limit for the month, so just hang in there. And if you're listening us to there and you want to hear the latest episode, watch us live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Time, and on the YouTubes, and you can catch our shows live there. Thanks so much.